Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. In this video, we're going to talk about yellow leaves on our money tree or Pachira Aquatica. Thank you so much for visiting this channel. I'm Anna and I'll help you grow beautiful and healthy plants. Well, today I'm gonna talk to you about Pachira Aquatica, the money tree, and you can see that there are some leaves on my money tree, and I'm gonna address this question together with you. I'm gonna give you the reasons for it and also how to understand if you should worry about it or no. Well, first of all, yellow leaves can be caused by different, of course, factors. However, we should see if the leaves that are yellow, are they older leaves on the plant or they are younger, new growth, basically. Because if it's older leaf, for example, now this one, we see that on this stem, it's very at the very bottom, which means that it's an old leaf. Also, let's say this one is also yellowish. See, it's not even healthy, not looking healthy anymore. But again, here we have the stem and it's the yellow leaf. Same with this one. So in this case, it's absolutely fine because the plant will be losing older leaves with the time and will be growing absolutely beautiful and nice leaves from the top, from the growth point. Now don't pay attention to these spots of dust on the plant because I'm spraying my plants to increase the air humidity and I haven't really cleaned them properly, so it's kind of dust spots. Yes. And here we see that this leaf, for example, is on this stem. It's somehow in the middle of the tree if we look at it like this. But if we look up closer, we see that this is the stem. And this leaf is basically the older leaf on this stem. So that's also absolutely fine. We can remove this leaf because the same is here. It's the older one. So this is absolutely fine if you see that the leaves turn yellow at the very bottom. They have already their life, they have lived it, and now they are useless. So we can remove them without worrying. So as you can see, the tree looks absolutely fine now. However, let's talk about leaves that turn yellow in the middle of the plant, and this is definitely a problem and we need to find out why. So I'm gonna give you several reasons and maybe you can feel which one applies to your tree in your case. Again, if the leaves turn yellow in the middle of the stem, so if they're not the oldest, very bottom leaves. So the first reason for this can be cold and they drop the leaves, especially in winter. Now see, I wanted to remove this one, but it's still, this part is still green and I would maybe even harm the plant if I would just rip it off. So I'm not gonna do it. This leaf can stay here for a little while and then it will fall off by itself. But okay, so yellow leaves can be caused by cold, especially in winter. Some money trees even drop some leaves by the end of the autumn in winter, and they grow new leaves in spring. So you don't need to worry if this happens in this period of time. But again, you need to kind of also know if you have maybe overwatered it, or maybe your plant is in a very cold place and the roots can get rotten, the stems can get rotten. So that's why you need to kind of also pay attention to different other factors that influence the growth of your plant. The next reason can be, of course, small pots, and I have that problem here for sure. You see that also the quality of the soil is not really good, so this plant definitely needs repotting. Even though Pachira aquaticas don't really require a bigger pot because they are very prone to root rot, which comes with overwatering. However, this size of a pot is tiny. It's really small for such a big plant and there are no nutrients. There's no soil. It's not enough for this plant to grow very fast and thrive basically. But I'm gonna repot it soon, so maybe I will even record another video, even though I have a video already about how to repot Pachira Aquatica. If you would like to watch it, I will link it on the screen and also in the description of the video. But basically, small pots are definitely a problem and can be the reason for your yellow leaves, because in tiny pots, tiny amount of soil, there are no nutrients for your plant to thrive. And as we speak about no nutrients, although it doesn't need too much, but still it needs sufficient nutrients, so you can also fertilize your plant, or just when you repot for a couple of months, it will be all right, and then you can start fertilizing it. And of course, if the leaves are yellow, another problem for this can be insects. And I would say that the most common insect pest actually for these plants is thrips. It's a very annoying pest, I would say, because it's very hard to get rid of it. I had it myself, and it takes a couple of months to basically get rid of them completely, because they lay eggs in the tissue of the leaves and it's very hard to see them. That's number one. The adults are already black and you can see them, but mostly we notice when the leaves are yellow, they have some, spots, some signs that there is something wrong already, and only then we notice that there is thrips. And also, laying the larvae, laying the eggs in the tissues of the leaves make it extremely complicated to get rid of them, because basically the new species, the new pests basically are born from the tissue of the plant. Well, these are the main causes for the yellowing leaves. If you will think about something else, please write it down in the comments. And of course, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Stay passionate about plants.